Hello, dear friends. How's it going? Is your computer still alive? Great. In today's video, we're going to talk about why Windows 8 didn't really catch on, why it actually made people a bit angry. Maybe because it ditched the start button. People ditched it too. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because in this video we're going to learn something and also have a few laughs. Let's get started. What was Windows 8 and why was it removed? After Windows 7, Microsoft released the Windows 8 operating system in 2012. They wanted a single system that could work on both computers and touchscreen devices like tablets. In other words, one system for both Office PCs and touch-enabled tablets. This idea was interesting, but in practice, it caused many problems. 1. The disappearance of the Start menu, the biggest complaint. In earlier versions, like Windows XP, Vista, and 7, there was a Start menu at the bottom left of the screen. From there, users could easily find programs, documents, and settings. But in Windows 8, this menu was completely removed. Instead, a full-screen Start screen was introduced. It had colorful tiles, and all apps were opened from there. This change confused users, made finding programs harder, went against old habits. 2. The system was designed for touchscreen devices. Windows 8 was designed for touch use. For example, hidden menus would appear when you swiped from the edges of the screen. Large buttons were made for easier tapping. These features were fine for tablets, but they made using a mouse and keyboard difficult on normal computers. People were frustrated, saying, "This is for a computer, not a tablet." 3. Two different interfaces in one system. Windows 8 felt like two separate systems. One was the classic desktop, the other was the modern UI with full-screen tiles. These interfaces would mix in confusing ways. For example, one app might open full screen, while another opens on the desktop. Users complained, "What kind of system is this? It keeps switching back and forth." 4. Weak App Store. Microsoft added a new App Store in Windows 8, like Android and iPhone, called the Store. But it had very few apps. Many were low quality. People still had to search for programs the old way. 5. A lot of negative feedback and complaints. Users and tech experts gave Windows 8 a lot of criticism. Nothing felt familiar. Too much had changed. As a result, many users preferred to stick with Windows 7. Some even downgraded back from Windows 8 to Windows 7. 6. Businesses and schools avoided Windows 8. Big companies and schools didn't like Windows 8 because it was hard to retrain staff. Some programs didn't work properly. The system was too different and took time to learn. So many places didn't upgrade to Windows 8 and stayed on Windows 7 instead. Microsoft quickly made fixes. Microsoft realized that Windows 8 was not a success. So in 2015, they released Windows 10, brought back the Start menu, made everything more familiar and easier to use, kept the good features from Windows 8 and removed the bad ones. Conclusion: Windows 8 failed because everything changed too much, and people didn't like it. It felt like a tablet system for a computer. Old habits were completely broken. The system was a messy mix. The App Store was weak. People didn't feel comfortable using it. Here's the end of the video. There's nothing left to see. Thanks for watching. Without you, this video would be all alone. Take care, stay safe, and don't drop your phone.